Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio? Yes, I think so. Maybe. Yes. Okay, great. Thanks. This is Marilyn, everybody, and it's time for the noon edition of Welcome to My World. It is the 10th of March, and today is a Thursday. So, for all you people who were getting real tired of watching the paint dry a few days in a row, guess what we had today? More than made up for it. These bus drivers, it looks like somebody put, I don't know, super duper in their gas tanks, because all of these markets just, I mean, this is the kind of volatility that you wish we had every day, but today's been a real gift from the trading gods. This morning, I know I keep talking about the news and how important it is, but if you want to see just how important it is, you might want to check the US dollar and the 6E. This morning, as the dollar fell greatly, very quickly, and the euro skyrocketed greatly, very quickly. So today, the currency traders really should have had a nice day, because the yen also was very volatile, and the CAD gave back quite a bit of what it of its happy dance yesterday, because it dropped off quite a little bit, but we'll see if it might have just turned around in about the last hour or the beginning of a turnaround. All four of the U.S. indices responded just about the same, and this response is to the European Central Bank deciding that it was going to lower their interest rates, because they seem to think that there's negative inflation in Europe, and all, it's just, they seem to be like their cousins over here in the U.S. They need to talk about all kinds of things in a circle to justify their position. So I'm not sure how much anybody can depend on it, but it does cause volatility in these markets and makes them highly tradable. This morning at 8:30, we had not only that press conference, but the U.S. unemployment claims came in a little bit less than forecast, and certainly a little less than the previous, which I don't know how close to reality that is, but that's what they put out in the numbers. Nat gas was at 10:30, and this afternoon, and at 1:01, the 30-year bond auction is announced. This morning, the 30-year bonds, typically, what I've seen in the past, I've noticed they can be kind of quiet prior to that auction. But today, there were several really nice 10-tick trades on the symbol for that is ZB. And then the indices gave us some nice trades, and so did gold. The fix is staying right around 18.5. Doesn't seem to want to do too much. And crude oil's been in a bit of a chop for the last, I don't know, since around 10 o'clock. But it's a reflection of Brent. Brent is kind of putting in their little Christmas tree light thing, and I'm not too crazy about that. This was a nice run on crude oil from about 9:15, and if you were a little leery because it had been doing all this, you can always take an entry off of this MVP right here, 2 ticks below that trigger bar, would put you right at about this big magnet to take down to the deviation level, which is the bottom of the range channel. So, and this bar right here, this is something you just have to sit through because it's right at the deviation level. So you expect that thing to do that right there. You get a little help by let me check the time exactly. It's 9:40ish on the 6 tick. You get a little help from this right in here. It's chopping around over this, but it didn't exceed too much. So anyway, there's been all kinds of stuff posted in here, charts and questions and whatever happened. My gosh, see, this is very funny. Left his computer on and left the house and walked in just now. Thought somebody broke into his house because he could hear me talking. That's pretty good. Oh, well, anyway. So, let's see. I don't see too much else. We've had a lot of volatility. The bond auction might bring a little bit more in this afternoon. So watch for that. And also, there were a lot of contracts in these indices that were sold this morning. That was a huge bunch of selling. And you can tell that from looking at your 30-minute candle chart. If you have a little tiny one set up someplace like I keep in crude oil, it points to these indices just on and on and on, down and down and down. Keep in mind when there's a lot of selling like that at some point, then they start to take their profits, and it causes buyers to step in, and they're not really buyers. They're not really buying the market. They're unwinding their shorts. So it's not a whole bunch of long contracts. Just if you follow your apex indicators, then you'll be fine. But don't try to second guess these bus drivers, because they have a mission they're on. Anyway, tomorrow is Friday, and if you've had a really good week this week, be careful tomorrow and don't give it all back. But tomorrow, it looks like, my gosh, I know there was a lot of news, and I'm not seeing it. So I don't know if there's something the matter with Forex Factory. I've got that on my calendar. At 8:30, is the unemployment, and there's some CAD economic numbers coming out of Canada tomorrow too. So be careful at 8:30. I don't know why. Maybe I have to update this thing. Nope. If anybody's got Forex Factory calendar, I'm not too sure it's correct this morning. Also, before I forget it, next week, I know some people got that notice when you started up your Ninja this morning. It was telling you that some contracts were going to roll. And if you want to know if those are applicable to you, I would suggest that you either look on the Apex website or the Nadex. If you trade the Nadex products, then go to the Nadex website and double check what's applicable to you. When it's the futures, I try to put that in the, I try to make an announcement in here, and to also, I know Tony is real good about putting a notice into the chat. If you want to double check for yourself, you can go to the CME website, and everything you ever wanted to know and more is on that website, but it will tell you where the volume is. And what you want is the volume and the active contract. So somebody asked this morning if they should roll their YM, and I pointed out to them that the active contract is still March. Right now, YM is trading on the March contract just over 170,000 contracts, and the June has less than 20,000. So you want to stay with the money. That's the big decider. Plus, how many days to expiration? You do not want to be trading a current month contract on the day it expires, because everybody else will have gone to the next one. So we really try to give you a heads up on those. There are a lot of things that Ninja Trader sign that came up was referring to, and it could be some of the various sundry and assorted that we don't really trade in with Apex. So anyway, that's how you check up on that if you want to do your own checking. So I think that's about it. Next week is going to be really, really busy because there is FOMAC meets on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're going to roll our indices, all of 4 of them, plus probably the currencies too, next week. Next week on Friday, we have Thursday and Friday, we have triple witching, which is the expiration of the current futures contracts, the expiration of the current futures options, and the expiration of, which is normal, the expiration of the stock options, all on Friday. And it causes a lot of money to move around, which gives us good trading opportunities. That's what we're looking for. And I also wanted to mention to you, there are new people in this room who maybe are not real familiar with, they haven't traded for a long time and don't realize that this is not investing. We are taking advantage of market movement. So we make money if the market goes up, and we make money if the market goes down. It doesn't matter which way it goes. We just want it to go one way or the other. That's what's important to us. So it's a whole different thing than investing. And today we had everything going down, 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 and there were plenty of trades just about everywhere. Really nice ones. So now that Izzy is all calmed down and knows nobody broke into his house while he was gone, I guess I'll just wrap it up here. That's very good. That's pretty funny, actually. Anyway, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow.